How's it going, everybody? Nick here, and I just wanted to put out a little update because I know it's been a while since I posted a video, and I haven't forgotten about the channel and I haven't abandoned the channel. It's just that there's been some things going on in my life, and just had to deal with them before I could continue to make some videos. One of them was an addiction that I got to a game called No Man's Sky. I'm sure you've heard of it. It's a game that kind of came out and was a flop, but there was an update recently, and a friend and myself wanted to try it out because we had some free time, a little bit of free time on the Saturdays, but that free time turned into, let's just say, a time sink, and I lost my way for a bit. But I've gotten out of my system a full 80-something hours that I've put into that silly game, and I think it's a lesson I have to take from, and I think hopefully people can realize that video game addiction is an issue. And I have to curb that somehow. And it was really difficult because a lot of days, you know, I'd play, I'd be like, okay, that's it. I'm done for now. But then you just keep going. It's like that 5 more minutes, one more game, just a little bit more, that one more thing. It's one of those games where there's always one more thing you can do. And it just keeps going and going. So I've managed to limit it finally. I'm disappointed that it's probably mostly due to the fact that I'm just getting a little bit bored of the game. But anyways, that's one reason. Another reason is because I've moved. If you can notice here, this is a new room. I have an entire room to myself now. I live in a big city, and it's hard to be able to have 2 rooms in an apartment with 2 adults with full-time jobs making decent money, which is a scary thing in this day and age, but it is what it is when you live in a city. So I'm happy to have this space now, so it's going to make I guess a lot easier, at least somewhat easier for me to make videos, less interruptions for the most part. We are living on a different side of this building, so I'm actually closer to a major thoroughfare, so there's a lot more like sirens going off that I can hear, but whatever, that's okay. I'm sleeping at night, and hopefully the sound treatment I'm putting in this room will help the situation. Really can't do much about the windows. Maybe I can put some tarps over it or something, but it doesn't matter. Anyways, hopefully that means I'm going to be able to put out more videos in the near future. I have a ton of stuff in the back burners. I kept creating ideas for videos, but I wasn't putting in the time to actually make the videos, unfortunately. But I guess the silver lining is I have a huge backlog of stuff that I want to create and will still be relevant. And not so much newsworthy stuff. For example, the Radeon cards, which I will talk about in my next video coming up probably tomorrow or the next day, because, well, let's just say it was interesting. Nothing too unexpected, I would say, but it's definitely something I want to get off my chest, so to speak. But other than that, what else? Oh, yes, also preventing me from shooting videos easily is this camera. I'm holding a GoPro, and it's the one I typically use for most of my shooting. B-roll stuff, I use my Samsung Galaxy S10, which is surprisingly good for that situation. Maybe I just need to start using it as my A-cam, because the fact is that this thing overheats all the time. GoPro, what the hell? You sell this, what is this, a GoPro Hero 7, and when I'm using it for more GoPro-like purposes, you know, been surfing, mountain biking, stuff like that, it's been fine because those are, at least here, colder conditions, and it hasn't been an issue. But when I'm inside, it's like 21 degrees in here, Celsius, and is overheated all the time. And when I was shooting most recently, you know, like it was like 4 weeks ago, every video it would shut off. I'd be mid-sentence just doing my thing. After 10 minutes it would shut off. Even today I was using it just to kind of vlog to myself, like this little video diary, just to practice talking into the camera. 3 minutes of it being on and being used, it turned off. GoPro needs to fix this. It's really, really bad. I've looked on all the forums, and what some people have said, oh, you got to take the battery out and just plug it in, which is like, that's not okay. Or, you know, turn off the certain settings, the Wi-Fi and stuff. I get that. Could fix it, and I've tried, and hasn't worked for me. But even if it did, it's not okay. Silly GoPro, what are you guys doing? Fix your stuff. Stop selling duds. Maybe it's just mine or just a few people, but it doesn't seem to be a very isolated incident. Anyways, I'm just kind of observing this camera. So that's been one thing that's kind of keeping me discouraged is just frustration with the camera. I got to overcome that. I think I'm looking for another camera, a proper one to use that's more specific for this kind of situation. Not an action camera, even though this camera, at least for footage wise, has not been bad. It's not fantastic, but it's not bad for my purposes. But anyways, yeah, hopefully I can find something that is within my price range and I'm happy with in the near future. Probably going to happen sooner than I usually expect. That's kind of how it happens when I'm shopping for things. But anyways, that'll happen. And at least for the channel front, there's a few things that have been on the back burners. One of them being a podcast that I want to start up. I used to host a podcast with my brother about virtual reality. We called it Is This Real Life by a channel called Pure VR. And we had a lot of fun with that. And I want to start podcasting again because I just like talking about this stuff with somebody just so we can get some back and forth. I even have something that a friend of mine is working on. He said he might be able to give it to me that might work for this situation. I don't want to, I can't talk about it too much, but I'll get into it eventually. But yeah, looking forward to starting that. That should come out relatively soon. I have plans for all of the updates for the Patreon, so you can go check it out there. Some of them are going to be actual credits that are going to be within every video that I create on YouTube or within the podcast to those on certain tier levels. So if you're interested in something like that, go ahead and check it out. And what else is good? Oh, yes. Also, one more thing I wanted to do was specifically make a video expressing kind of my thoughts about AMD versus NVIDIA in the state of the GPU market right now. So that's probably going to be my next video, but this has just been a little update, and usually when I think I'm going to make a quick video, it turns into, look, it's already 7 minutes of video that I've compiled already. Unedited probably for the most part, except for the beginning and end, but I'm going to leave it there because I don't want to go on too much longer. So anyways, guys, thank you for continuing to watch my videos. Thank you for the people commenting, asking where the hell I am. I'm still here and I'm still going to make videos. So thank you again. Thank you for those who are watching. I checked my analytics recently and my subscriber count just keeps going up consistently. The watch count is going up. Oh, and yes, the one more thing I need to talk about is YouTube and Google and what they're going to be doing with ads, which at first I was kind of taken aback by. I was kind of disappointed about what they're going to do with the ads and how they're going to monetize basically any video, even if you're not partnered, and they're not going to be giving that money to the people who create the videos, which is, at first I was kind of disappointed and upset about it, but then I thought about it more and I was listening to the Linus Tech Tips podcast, the WAN show, and Luke was talking about how he was surprised that it wasn't a thing already. It's gone on this long. And it makes sense. And I get that. And I get his perspective. And I think it makes sense that they would do this. Because guess what? It's a free platform for you to post your videos and basically free storage and bandwidth. So it is what it is. And what it means for me is probably I'm going to be monetizing my videos because if they're going to have ads anyways, might as well make some money off of this. So I hope you guys can accept that and you're not too disappointed. I don't want to blatantly put ads all over things, but it is what it is, and hopefully you make some money. I can reinvest in this channel. But we're getting closer to 10 minutes now and I need to shut up and I need to go do things. So signing off, my name is Nick. Thank you for watching. This has been Tech Illiterate. See you guys next time.
Jesus! What the fuck is that thing?